How's everybody doing tonight? Hope you're doing well. We are just finishing off our Lego Atari build tonight. So we got bags 15 and 16 knockout. That's the controller, the last video game cartridge, and finally the diorama to do. Look at that, guys. We are 100% done. Atari. Now off stream, I have to tear the whole thing apart and rebuild it again, so that way it will be compatible with our little. I don't know where it went. Where'd it go? Our little Raspberry Pi case. I don't see it right this second, which has me a little concerned. Alright, well, I'm not sure where it is, but anyhow, off stream I'll be modding it. I'll be posting pictures in the Discord, and that's what we had to look forward to. So let's go ahead and jump into it. We got bag 15 right here. Got our instruction booklet out, ready to go. So we're just gonna dive in, and if we have time tonight, we may even play. We might try to hop in, see how Star Citizen's doing. I've heard the servers are a little rough, but we can give it a go. If not that, then we'll hop on Space Engineers instead. We're just gonna dump everything out, because right away it's gonna ask. It's already asking for everything, so we're kind of SOL there. Alright, and here we go. So we're going to start off with, well, eventually one of these plates. We need a couple smaller pieces first, it looks like. We need a little weird shape stud plate. Then we need two 2x1 stud plates. Fred Monster here, he'd be getting on to me about not sorting, but our desk space is extremely limited in this setup. Alright, we got, here's one, we just gotta find another. Hey, there's another. Perfect. It's like we flip this guy over, and then the two stud plates get inserted here on the top. Immediately following that, our larger stud plate goes on there. Flipping it back over, we have two smaller 3x3 stud plates that'll get pressed on here. There's one. We'll need the other end here. And there's two. And finishing her off is three. Now for this next part, we gotta build this assembly here. It starts with a little red block. Somewhere there is a black axle we gotta find. I see a yellow axle. I do not see a black. Oh, there it is. Found it. Just gonna pop that sucker into that red block like so. Next, we're gonna chase it. The little yellow kind of, I don't know what you call that piece. Maybe an axle stop. Next we have like a little rubberized piece. These rubberized pieces we actually use inside the console as a rest whenever the diorama closes, just to give it some cushion. I found it, here it is. It's gonna go on the axle facing upward. Coming off of there, we have this little four-way looking brick. Find another one of these rubber pieces, sandwich it in there. Another little axle stop goes on this assembly. Then we cap it off with another red 2x1 block. So that finishes that little assembly. I did miss a piece. So first Lego mistake of the night. And that is this little orange spacer. Slide that on. Chase it with our rubbery bit. Put our axle stop on. And finally our 2x1 block. So that goes on there like so. And here in the next step, we gotta build another little assembly. This time we're using the weight 2x1 blocks. Got two more of our axle stops. We're gonna have two of these blue little axle studs. Or pivots, I don't know how we want to call them. We're going to need two more of the rubberized bits. There's one. There's two. And we're going to need two of these little half axles. Alright, so we're going to start this build off, grabbing our half axle, put two stops on it. On either side. Next, we're going to take a little blue axle bit, put it into our half axle. Alright, so it looks like this is what it has us build. I can't figure out where it needs this second little axle. Oh, you know what? We have to make 2 of these assemblies. That's what it is. And do all the work we did over again. And then these get put onto our assembly. Like so.
Let's play a different game. Fire it all up again. Fire up my heart again. For me to lose. I know.
Okay, that wasn't too bad. Now we need 4 of these. I can find them. Looks like a 2x1 to 1x1 angle. There's one. There's 2 and 3. We need 1 more. Here's 4. Each of those goes on the outside here. Those get put on like so. And let's see. Got to build another little assembly. So we're going to stack 2 4x1 stud plates on top of each other. These are the orange stud plates. Just simply snap them together like so. And then this gets inserted on the rear side here. We're going to have a couple 2x1 blocks that also get pressed in here. And then that's followed up by 4 cyan studs on the front here, double stacked. Alright, next we need some red pieces. We're going to have this single red kind of angled bit and go on the back here. And then we're going to have 4 gray 1 to 2 angles. Alright, so there's 3. Let's find the 4th fast. There's the 4th. Each of these get put on the front and back, making the blocks all the same height. Now we're ready to move on to the next step. Looks like we're going to need 4 4x2 gray stud plates. There's 4. We're gonna need 2 4x2 tiles. Black. We're gonna need 4 of these mid angles. Let's see, there's 3 and 4. And we're gonna need 4 just 2x2 stud plate. Alright, so this assembly we're going to do twice. We're going to start with our little angles on either end of our little gray stud plate. It's going to get sandwiched by another gray stud plate. It's going to have a black tile on the top. And it's going to have a 2x2 stud plate on either side. We need to create this assembly twice, so we gotta do it all over again. Sandwiching this angles between the 2 stud plates. Putting a tile across the top. And the 2x2 stud plates on either end. Each of those now are going to be put on the front and rear of our little controller here. Looks like we're going to build the other sides now. So we're going to need 2 of these 3x2 orange stud plates. We're going to need a total of 8 gray 3x2 stud plate. Alright, here's 4, that's half. Five, 6, 7, and we just got hunt down last one. Here it is. Perfect. We're also going to need 4 black angle stud plate. Or, sorry, corner stud plate, I should say. 1. Here's 2 and 3. And here's 4. We need a total of 4 gray 2x1 ovals. Here's 3. We gotta find 1 more. And here's the 4th. Alright, next, we got 4 of our black angle blocks. There's 1. There's 2. There's 3. And 4. Now we also need 4, it looks like angled, just angled blocks. It's like they are black in color. Now, those are a little trickier to find. Here's 1. Here's 2. Here's 3. And here's 4. Alright, next we're going to need gray 1x1 angles studs. There's already 2. 2 more. There's 3. And there's 4. Lastly, we're going to need 4, looks like 2x1 half cylinders. Or not half cylinders, quarter cylinders. We have those now. So next we need to build these little assemblies twice. So I'm going to start with a gray 3x1 stud plate. Put our orange on the top edge of it. Another gray below it. This is actually going to get sandwiched in there with these ovals at the very ends. So we're going to put the ovals there. And we're going to put the 2 gray studs back on it. Next, we're going to grab 2 of our black 4x2 angles. Put them on either end. Then pointed forward, we're going to add these little angles, the side, on each side. That way it kind of looks like it's pointing a gun toward you. Lastly, take our little angle blocks here. Okay, here's what I missed. You need these little corners coming off to the front. So. Flat or round corners first. Then these blocks next. Now we get to build that assembly all over again, so sandwich in a little orange plate between here.
Attention.
Hey!
We are being followed.
Thank you for
Shall
the
I
follow.
dispatch the welcoming drones?
Appreciate that. How you doing tonight? Here, how do you say that? Parapox Wonder? Appreciate that follow. This is just the end of a series of Lego build we're doing for the Lego Atari set. Thank you for watching. Got a little chill stream here. Got some good music going for you. Hope your evening's going well. We're just building this assembly second time. Alright, and we're just finishing this up. We're going to be attached this to our main structure here. Looks like these just get pressed together. Both sides. Alright, so far so good. Looks like on our next step we're going to need 2 4x2 tiles and 2 2x3 tiles. Here's a 2x3, 2x4, another 2x4, and another 2x3. So it looks like those tiles get placed on the side here. First the 4x2 and then the 3x2 on either side. Alright, next we need a 1x4 orange stud plate right here. We need to locate 4 angle stud plates, or corner stud plates I should say. Got those right here, and we're looking for 1 red oval. So it looks like the red oval is placed on our stud plate. This stud plate gets put here on the back edge. Then all around our little rubber for our joystick, gotta place these little corners, reinforce those. Moving on to our next step. Looks like it looks a little more fun. We're gonna need 2 of these 3x3 black stud plates. There's 1 and there is 2. We're gonna need a total of 8 these red ovals. Here's 4. Here is another 4. And then we're going to need a total of 4 of these little offset ray blocks. They're a corner piece. They're also offset by a step. Really unique Lego piece. And we need to make 4 assemblies with them. So on the tall edge, or tall side of this offset step, we're placing 2 red ovals. And we're going to be repeating that for 3 more times. One more to go. And perfect. Now on this controller, I kind of use our existing Lego as indexing. Looks like angles get put on like so. Stud plate gets put on. Really all this is held on by single studs. It's a little bit sketchy, so I imagine there's going to be another layer that kind of sandwiches everything down, right? I am a little worried because I'm noticing these stud plates here. I may have put those on backwards. We're going to have to break those corners real quick. And yeah, whenever we go to put this on, the stud plates need to be facing downward. So that's our second Lego mistake build of the night. Build mistake of the night. Oh, I just lost a Lego piece below me. Have to excuse me just for a second while I go retrieve that. I could have sworn my foot just stepped on it. Let me see if I can find it. Back up. Out. Back. Dogs are causing a scene. Back up. Out. Not seeing it, and I'm not feeling it. Oh, wait, I think I found it. Lying right by my foot. Alright, crisis averted, we have it. And T-Town Scott. Getting those extra bonus entries in. That's coming up here pretty soon. I think it's like only 2 weeks left on that giveaway. So yeah, definitely get those entries in while you can. Alright. Crisis averted. We fixed our Lego building mistake of the night. I believe. We'll see. Alright, next we're going to need a couple of these orange corner blocks. I need a couple gray 2x2 blocks. We're going to need a couple 3x2 gray blocks. We're going to need one 1x4 cyan. Yeah, these are very small Lego pieces, but they make really cool stuff. And let's see. We need a kind of a black angle piece. I think it's right here. Yep. Looks like this angle piece goes on that red oval stud. Has these nice orange bits to go around it. Has a 3x2 coming down on either side. Has a 2x2 bridging that gap. And then across the front is that cyan piece. Am I putting a Raspberry Pi in it? Yes. So eventually I am tearing this down and we'll be rebuilding it so that way the Raspberry Pi will not have to exclude any of the internal Legos. What I mean by that is, here, I'll show you the console. This is the Lego Atari. Inside, when you pull this cover forward, there's a whole diorama that is shown. And a lot of people get rid of all the internals in this whenever they're building it. I want this to maintain, and I want to basically get rid of some of the bricks here in the rear, on the back, and the Lego case is gonna sit like the Atari case is gonna sit like right in here on the back. So I gotta tear this down and rebuild it entirely to make that work. But yeah. That's my goal, at least. We'll see how it turns out. For our next build, I'm going to take a gray brick and a black stud plate. Add some 2x1 stud plates to either end. A black front to it. We're adding our rounded corner pieces. Let's see. You wanted to build the deck PvP Raspberry Pi kit. Went off and build a tube stereo amp instead. Looks like a great project. Yeah. So what's cool is that Raspberry Pi is running something called Retropie, and Retropie doesn't just do Atari; it does a whole slew of video games. So, this is just my idea to put in a Lego project like this. They make special cases for the Raspberry Pi to make it look like any console you want. So, definitely a worthwhile project if you like some retro games. We need a 4x1 stud. We're gonna need 2 of them, or actually that is a block. We need 2x1 studs, a total of 4. And we need 2 3x1 blocks. So have you done much with the Raspberry Pi, T-Town? I mean, other than wanting to have done a project, have you done any other Raspberry Pi projects? No, still tempted to too many hobbies. Oh yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, if I were you, I'd just keep an eye out. Sometimes the availability of the Raspberry Pi fluctuates. So that would be your biggest hurdle into getting into. So if you happen to see something at a great price, even if it's going to be a little bit before you actually get to it, I'd recommend picking a setup. Got 1x1 tiles. We need 1x2 stud plate, 4 corners. Going across the back here, got a 1x1 tile, 1x2 stud plate, another 1x1 tile, and that pattern repeats. Oh wait, no it doesn't. We got 4x1 stud this side. We have our larger tiles coming all the way down. The deck was a mini computer from the early days of computing. So it's kind of like a Tandy in a way. Baby IBM, okay. That makes sense. Alright, I got 2 girls here. Two furry girls here that need let out. So let me go ahead and let them out. I'll be right back. Go. I think it's what Unix was first developed on. Interesting. Alright, for this next step, we need 2 4x2 stud plates. We need 2 4x2 tiles. One gray brick, or 2x1 stud plates. Two 3x2 blocks. Sorry, 3x1 blocks. We need 1 angled bit and 2 corners. Family movie time? Alright, man. Thank you for hopping in. Tell the family I said hi. I hope you all have a great evening and hope to see you again soon. So once we got to this phase, we need to add our little button. Add our little ring to this. Starting to look like it. Alright, looks like we're taking one of these ends and we're putting a flat circular plate on the very top. There we go. Take our yellow rod, insert it into the base, and then 3 more layers. Followed by 2 more. At the very base, looks like we have a little cap. And we have a top of a shield. Then we have a larger shield that gets 2 additional circles inserted into the inside of it, just to give it a flush base. And then that gets inserted on this as well. Well, I had that wrong. It goes the opposite way of what I just said. Those little round pieces get inserted on top of this dome. The dome gets inverted and inserted. Like so. All right, this next part looks a little fun. Alright, so you have this little step here. It looks like the wrong step though. The other step has studs. It's a little concerning. We may actually have a wrong. Oh, here it is. Never mind, we found it. This piece. A flat 2x1. A 1x1 stud goes on it. Very end, we have an angled piece. The next layer, another looks like another little hook and a 2x1 stud connecting those together. Finish it off, black stud, and then that little slope piece.
Talking to myself, can't get over you. You just love yourself. It's what I make
Lastly, there's this little stud piece that goes on the end,
myself.
connector.
Over you, you just love yourself. It's what I made you do. It's what I made you do. It's what I made you
And from the last bag here of the extra parts, we have our cord.
myself. Can't get over you. You just love yourself. It's what I made you do.
On each end, we got to insert one of these little tiny studs into the tubing, which looks a lot easier on paper practice. Actually has to stretch over it. Yeah, this is going to be very tricky to actually do. Alright, got one end done. It's kind of work I had to super focus on because it's so tiny. And you're seeing this all off camera. There we go. Got that tubing over that little stud piece. So on one end, that stud piece goes to this little connector. And on the other, goes onto this stud. So yeah, that finishes off bag 15. That is one fully assembled and complete controller. I just want to verify one thing. Okay. I want to make sure I wasn't missing anything when I inserted the little stick to the controller. But it's nice to have that done. Now we get to work on bag 16. So here goes, guys. Finishing off this Lego build. Okie dokie. Let's go. I'm going to start off right off the bat, grabbing a stud plate, putting a little tile on there, and we have tile corners that we got to use for each corner. See if I can pull them out. Yep, finding them actually is a pain. But that's on us for not sorting. Alright, here's one. Here is another. Now it looks like we have two more flat tile pieces that come down and connect to our other large plate.
It's a little rougher, it's a little tougher. Every time I turn my head and I see you in the back wall. Red.
Alright, so right across the top, I have a gray Atari block, or tile block.
Will I see you in the morning?
Our next tile is a little less wide, but we need to apply a decal first. So this one says Atari. Just gonna line it up as best we can on here. There's that Atari 2600. Next, we're going to take this larger square tile and put our centipede sticker on it.
It's Alice from Umbrella. I'm here to show you the light. I'm just
Alright, here's our centipede tile getting pressed on.
but I've got guns and I'm on your side.
Alright, lastly we got a longer tile come across the bottom. It says use with joystick controller. Alright. That definitely gets us somewhere.
Red. It's a little rougher, it's a little tougher. You alive here to help the rest. Will I see you in the morning?
Need these little tile pieces. 3x1s go up top here. Got some 4x1s that come right underneath it. Just got a little more. There it is. Perfect. And we gotta finish off the border. Border's gonna require 2 more of those corner tiles. Here's one. Here's a little 2x1 tile to connect it on the left side. 2x1 on the right side. Got our corner tile. And our tile for the very bottom. Finish off our cartridge. Next we're going to take a block piece. We're going to apply one of our next decals. Decal 14 looks like. Alright, so we got that centipede sticker on there. Go ahead and drop that on the front. Then we flip this guy over. And now comes our longer block pieces to make up the edges. Now we make up the internals of the shell. So I'm going to move that off to the side for now. We're going to need these 8x1 stud plates. We're going to have these little angled bits. First one, we have a little green PCB looking segment. It gets more of these little angled pieces. And then capped off with what looks like a solid green PCB flat tile. Alright, next we're going to make the other segments of this. We need 3 of those plates. 6 of those angles. And we're going to need 6 of these little hand pieces. Start off, we have our little black angle pieces attached into the bottom of our gray stud plate. And then we have these tan angle pieces going on top of it. And we're going to create that same assembly over 2 more times now. Alright, once we have all those, they get stacked with our first piece. They get flipped over. These larger plates, flat plates, get installed. And grab our Atari case and just kind of insert it. The green PCB matches the entrance and press. So if we look at it, you kind of see that green PCB in there. Hey, what are we making today, Shogo? We are finishing off our Lego Atari build. So this is finishing off the cartridge for Centipede. We just finished off the controller. And we've already finished the entire system. So I'll move that in the camera here. Full Lego Atari. Got switches that work.
Attention, we are being followed. Shall I dispatch the welcoming drones?
Unknown Man 147, thank you for that follow. How are you doing tonight? We are just trying to finish up. We are on quite literally on package 16 of 16 for this build, and each of those packages has been about an hour's worth of work. We've gotten a little quicker as we've been doing them, but it's still quite a bit of work. We need to add 4 tile plates here to the back to kind of finish that off. Uh-oh, is that not working? That audio source is missing. It's like... Wait, no, I do have the sound alerts up. I'm not sure why that didn't go off the way it should have. I'll have to look into that. I'm sorry. It could have been, we recently had a thunderstorm come through, shut off the PC and everything, and it didn't shut down properly, so maybe it caused an issue or something, but I will look into that for you. Let's see, I wonder if I can do a give command to give you back the channel ports. Okay, it won't let me, for a reason, won't let me give it to you. Could be something with Stream Elements. We'll have to see what that's all about. Alright, but we've just finished now this Atari game. So what's cool about this is I have this little deck here with the different games. So we can just pop that in the bottom shelf here. Got Asteroids, got Adventure, full arcade cabinet. Now we're just building a little diorama of the Centipede game. Alright, so we got the start of the base. Basically flip that over. And we put down some stud plates around the outer edge. Alright, so got those in there. Next, we need our little corners and some flat tiles. Or actually 4x1 stud plates, I should say. There's 3, we need 1 more. Here's flat tile for the next step. We'll add 4 of those. We're going to need these corner pieces for this step. Just got to sift through all this and find it. There's our corner pieces. Still missing one tile piece and 1 stud plate. I think I just found our stud plate. Now we're missing 1 tile piece. It's here somewhere, I know it. Probably just underneath something. But we'll move forward. We gotta build these little assemblies where we got the stud plate, got the corner, we just attach them, and then we add it to the corner of our base. Somewhere going around just in case it fell somewhere. Have a black 2x2. There it is. Wow. Perfect. Now we fill the border with these green tiles, these edge tiles. Like this is going to actually be the light green color for the entire base instead of the dark green. Actually, it's more like a lime green, I should say. Alright, that finishes off our base. Now we need to get fancy with it. I got this wider black tile. We had to apply our last decal. Normally when I do Lego builds, I always mess up at least one decal. We haven't really messed up any, so if we're gonna mess up, this is gonna be it. And that's perfectly applied. Not today. I'll put that centipede logo right there on the front. Then we're going to go around. Got these split stud plates that go on each face. And to fill in the gaps, we got these little black tiles, 1x1 tile plates. Now we got the base done, we gotta create our dirt. So in the rear, we got a whole patch of dirt across that backside. Got a couple of split studs on either side. A couple more on each side. And got another couple more here. And here. Got two 2x2 tiles. Go in the center. Like we got some like 3x1 tile stud plates. Those get placed on the base, followed by just a flat 2x1 tile. And at the base we got one of those. One regular flat tile, if we can go. One tile at the top here, and a single stud tile. And forward, we're going to take a 1x2 stud plate. We're going to take a 2x2 stud plate. We're going to take a like a darkish brown angle block. And that's all held together by a tan offset piece. So we got tan offset. It goes on there. That's all held together like so. So we got this little sub-assembly. And that goes right there on the back. See, coming off of there, we got two little angles. Alright, next looks like we're building a mushroom. We got a little nose cone looking thing. Got a little red hat. We're gonna make 2 of those little mushrooms. Except one of them is going to be on a different base. Shorter base. Short base one looks like it gets put top of a mountain here. Got a finished building. Taller one gets put right here. We'll move that out of the way for now, because we gotta build the centipede itself. We're gonna start with a yellow circle. We're gonna add 2 of these offsets to it. So, add some gray joints to it. And then we're going to add some slopes to the top. Hold everything together nicely. Alright, the next bit of that assembly we got to build 3 times. In this first one though, we got to insert little legs. Legs are going to be pointed downward. Alright, so that finishes off that piece, and now we got the little assemblies we need to build. Alright, next we're going to build 2 of these suckers. Hardest part is inserting all these tiny feet. Alright, there's one of the 2 assemblies done. We gotta do that all over again. Let's see. Next, we gotta build a little tailpiece. Just one of these, and two little curved ends to it. That's the tail. Alright, next we got one more segment of this guy to build. Now we get to build the head. So for that, we got two white studs that get mashed on top of each other and inserted into a little dome. That gets capped off with a green circly bit. Like this little green piece gets jammed very center of all that. You have a little angle for the mouth. It gets two little antenna on top. Oops. Those little arms came off. What's that? this guy gets placed right down here like so, and kind of rotated forward, looking at somebody. Going around to the side. That's our little diorama so far. Right, looks like we gotta build 2 more mushrooms. Short, fat one, but basically right in front of him. Ground. Almost like he's using them to support himself. What's cool is with this plug, you can actually plug into the Atari system. Look like it's, you know, meant to be there. That completes our last diorama. And our Lego Atari series. Now, something that I will do off camera, with each Lego build, they give you excess parts. And I enjoy going through and incorporating those parts into the build. So when it comes to the dioramas, the diorama inside the Atari system itself, you're trying to add a bunch of hidden features in there. I think now's a good time to go ahead and get my desk back in order. Finally completed it, guys. Finally. 30. I actually do have a lot to do tomorrow. I have to go to bed early. But I'm glad I was able to be here and finish this build with y'all. It's actually been really fun building on stream. I know it's not our traditional content, and our viewership is a little bit down because of that, but we will get back to the norm here soon. And keep in mind, guys, I do have some things in the work. Some really awesome bits, if you will, come down the pipeline over the channel. New animations, new logo. It's going to be a whole kit and caboodle. Look forward to that. Let's go ahead and find somebody to read out to. I think my good friend, Disabled Guru, if he is streaming still, We'll go ahead and ray out to him. Nope, he is not. But someone we haven't seen in a while is Chutoy. He's currently playing a game called Satisfactory. So if you could, hop in, give him a big 07 from me, say hello, be friendly. But he's building a game that is kind of Lego-ish in a way, where you snap bits of factory together. Yeah, definitely go ahead and give him a follow once you get there. Again, hope you all have a fantastic evening, and I will see you later.